working. Now wait, what is this stuff?
Tireject.
No, see, Teresa is really violent when it comes to running machinery.
Who?
Teresa.
What did I do?
She popped my airbags.
I don't even know how to do this thing.
Actually, this one, she runs the John Deere. But anyway, my father,
I love the John
my father last night popped an airbag.
I didn't run that.
Airbag on my suspension. So this thing is like a, this is like a Carolina squat mower. It looked queer as could be. It just was terrible. Anybody that does that's queer. I'm sorry. I'll tell it to them to their face too. So anyway, in order to fix this, we're going to use a product that I endorse because it works, and that's Tireject. Yeah, Tireject sealant. Now, Tireject does not say that it works in airbags, and I would not recommend this in an airbag in your truck because, you know, it's like a DOT thing, but this is an airbag on a mower. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how that stuff, just watery crap, and it goes right down in there like so. I don't even have to use the plunger. That's it, going in. No fuss, no fuss, no fuss, no muss. No spill, it's a thrill to use Tireject, because this shit really works. So anyway, yeah, that's my slogan for them. I don't know if they like it or not, but they sell me this stuff, and it's awesome. It does work very well. Comes with that little injector there. It actually works so well that it plugged that hole up. I can't use the hose anymore. I got to blow it out with a air hose, air line. But I'm gonna put, because I don't feel like spending the hundreds of dollars that, you got to shake it up really good too, but I don't feel like spending the hundreds of dollars that these airbags are going to cost. So I've decided I'm going to put 2 of these in there, which is way more than it ever needs. And we'll see if it seals up the leak, because I know it will. I know it will. All right. There it is. This stuff looks like you could almost drink it, like a bad cottage cheese milkshake. You don't want that stuff. This will not rot anything, by the way. It doesn't rot anything like slime would. I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, just buy slime, it's half the price. You just have to use twice as much of it, and it will rot your rims. This stuff doesn't rot rims. And I don't know what it's going to do to the inside of an airbag. There it is. Oh, I made a mess. And then this thing here goes on top of that. Yeah, it's plugged. So that's it. That's all you do. And I'm going to go through this from start to finish. May as well, because I'm almost finished. These are simple design airbags. They're like a I forget, maybe a Kenworth airbag. They're these low profile ones. They're not big. So I'm using my adjustable wrench because it has more of a reach to it than what the other thing had. And that's it, like so. That's how you get it in there. Put it right in the top. I often wondered if I could put this in my trucks as a preventative thing in the cab, because I had the cab airbag on the Peterbilt went bad, and the cab airbag went bad on the Mac. So why not have a preventative maintenance program and just put it in there before you put it on, and then, you know, it just is in there liquid forever and ever, amen, until the time arises when you need it, because they only last like a year. Those stupid cab airbags, they only last like a year and a half. They dry rot so fast because they're made in China. Everything that's made in China is just pretty much junk. I don't know why people like Chinese products, if there is such a thing. I don't know. I don't like them. I can tell you that. Especially when it comes to things that you have to pay a lot of money for, and makes your life uncomfortable, and that is like the airbags on your truck. If you're uncomfortable in your truck, you're not productive. Same thing with tractors. Tractors are mostly hydraulic, so it really is no big deal. But we're gonna go ahead and put the air to this thing there, which is pretty simple. If you've never seen me do this, you're about to. Just take the air line, and I'm gonna turn you guys upward now right there. You should be able to see what I'm doing. There's just a simple Schrader valve there, and lo and behold, you just put the air to it, and then the bags will come up. Hopefully everything is where it needs to be. It will not take much at all to fix this problem. If there even, I know there is one because it was flat as a flounder. Timothy said yesterday that Dad had blew it up. And it doesn't mow right, it doesn't ride right, it doesn't feel right. It's rougher than a corn cob. It's terrible. So we have that thing up. I think we're good. We're good. Right about there. Now, yeah. Do we really want that like that? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we do this, and then we'll see. See how dry rotted that is? This is all dry rotten. It's in pretty bad shape. It needs to be replaced. I will replace them. It's just a matter of when I get the chance to order them. I'm gonna order them Monday, I guess, and that'll be that. So I'll let you know how this works, but for the most part, this is Tireject for the win. It's gonna save a lot of money. I might even get through the whole entire season with these, with those, without ever having to mess with it. So if you're wondering where to get it from, Tireject.com. That's it. Go to Tireject.com, and you can order it up there. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Tireject, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Tireject, what does it do?
Seals.
Seals and delivers, right? Now, Tireject, this shit really works. All right, so anyway, I use it in everything. Won't rot rims. I had problems with this stack wagon tires. Now, I've since replaced them with new ones. These are Galaxies. I've since replaced them with new ones, but if I get a puncture in one of these big tires here, I'll put two of those injector things, which is about 120 cc's. There's about 120 cc's of product in each one of those big tires, and usually within 5 minutes it's all sealed up. I do believe that you're allowed to use it in car tires that do not have the sensors, the tire pressure sensors, TPS system. Yeah, so I'm gonna take this thing out, and there goes my wife. Take this thing out and go for a little spin and see how that works. It does not work on engine seal leaks, so don't try it in your engine. Anyway, all right, here we go. Thanks for watching. Anyway, so it's raining. I see no blue material coming out of there. Ah, wait. A little bit damp right here. So I'm saying that right there, it may have been where the leak was. It is no longer there. It's not on this one. It's this one. You can see there's a little bit of moisture right here. So I imagine that it leaked out just a tiny little bit right there, and it sealed it up. So Tireject for the win, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how many people have ever run the Case windrowers. This one here I bought new in August of 2008. WD-2303 Case windrower. I've been very fortunate to own this one. It's been pretty flawless. I mean, I wore one header out and, you know, one cutter bar out. Now I wore two cutter bars out. is the cutter bar that I put in this one is, that's a one that I had purchased, and where the other one I broke it. I do have rebuild kits to rebuild a complete cutter bar, and one of these days I will rebuild a complete cutter bar because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have this one worn out as well. The engine has a rear main oil seal leak, and apparently it's a chronic problem for this 5.9 Iveco case FPT Fiat powertrain engine. And it does need to be repaired, but it just doesn't, it doesn't leak that bad that it's a problem. I'll leak maybe a half a pint in a day out of it. It just kind of, it leaks and then gets hot and seals up, and then it leaks back out again onto the ground, and obviously a half a pint ain't much. And that's the end of it. Yeah, it leaks onto the ground. That's a big problem. But usually it's in the driveway or on the roadway, so it doesn't really matter any. So it just kind of dissipates and soaks into the tar and reanimates that. But anyhow, these airbags are junk. They do need to be replaced. They are still holding air as of yesterday. So the Tireject has worked in that. So there's just many uses for Tireject. If you want to try the product, you just have to go to www.tireject.com, and there it is. It's there. I think it's Tireject sealant or some damn thing. I really enjoy it. Google it, Tireject. You can buy it. You can get it. I don't get anything out of it. Once in a while, they'll send me a free gallon, which is nice. And I get to do these reviews and stuff and stick it in places that you wouldn't normally stick it. Yeah, I mean, if you're on the road and you have an airbag go bad and it's got a leak in it, I guarantee you, if you put Tireject in that airbag, it would seal it up. It would definitely seal it up, and at least you could get done with your week of work before you work on your truck all weekend, because that's what owner-operators do. If you're an owner-operator truck driver, you know that if there's a problem during the week, you have to wait till the weekend to get it done, and sometimes you're uncomfortable. And like the airbag on your cab suspension, or even the suspension in your rear axle, if you've got air suspension and that damn airbag is leaking and you get into city traffic and it's leaking faster than your pump can pump, it can be a problem. It'll put you out of service if you get DOT'd, and just a squirt of Tireject would slow it down enough or stop it until you got home that weekend to replace your bags. Tires and stuff, if you don't have a sensor in your, a tire pressure sensor, TPS, you would be able to stick that in a tire. If you had a slow leak you didn't know what the hell to do with. I wouldn't recommend it in a car or something. It just, I don't know. I've never tried it in a car. And if Tireject says that it's good for cars, you can go ahead and do that. But just look on the website and you'll be able to know what it is. I've been using this product for many, many years. I've used slime. I've used other off-brand stuffs, Tractor Supply shit, the can that you shake up and squirt in your tire. It's so sticky, it's like glue. That stuff, used that in the past. Never had any luck. Maybe you'd get a half a day done and then you're flat again, or maybe you'd make it home. Tireject actually seals the tire. It forms a rubber bond, and it has this synthetic Kevlar. I'm not even sure what the hell you want to call it, but synthetic Kevlar. And it will actually seal that leak, and it's not going to continue to leak. Like I said, I've used it for many years. You've seen me shoot tires. You've seen me drill holes in tires and put this stuff in there, and those tires are still holding air years later. The most impressive video that I ever did with Tireject was the tires on the front of the 5020. Those tires are as bald as my head, and they were porous. You put air in the tires, throw soapy water on it, and there was bubbles that shot out all over that entire tire. Both of them, they're shot. They need to be replaced. But yet, when I go to that tractor, start the tractor, go to the field, I can work all day long. I put Tireject in there, and it sealed those tires. I have nothing other than Tireject in those tires. I don't have inner tubes in them. They're tubeless tires with Tireject. And when you do change the tire, it's like rubber cement in there. or latex paint. You can just peel it right off of the rims. A little bit of water reanimates it, and off you go. On the inside of the tire, it'll have a blue haze on the inside because it creates a film. And you can always add more Tireject to your tire after a year or so if you're not going to be replacing the tire, and you will get the same reliability you did with the first shot as a preventative. I've taken tires on lawnmowers that are dry rotted and cracked worse than that airbag, thrown it in there, and bam, go to work and mow the lawn. As a matter of fact, the tire that's on my lawnmower right now, all 4 of them have Tireject in them, and I haven't put air in those tires in 2 years. Probably ought to put some more Tireject in them, or actually replace the tires, because those tires are 10 years old and they've mowed the grass pretty flawlessly for that period of time, if not more. I think it's older than that. I think I bought those in 2007. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought that lawnmower in 2007. I'd have to go out and look. I know it was a couple of years old when my Aunt Ellen and Uncle Irv died, and that was in 2011, 11, something like that. And it was a couple of years old then, so I'd put it at 2009, but I know I bought it before then. I know I did. So, but anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one where I replace the seat in the 7810. Me and Timothy do. There is some parts that need to be bought, but I do have a seat, a brand new seat that I bought for the 7530. You may remember that video. And I've decided that we were going to put it in the 7810 because we had to. And you'll see how I do that. So thanks for watching.